desire and need for a closer connection. There's a spark, a synergy, a walking in step with one another that's so personal, so strange, so profound, it can't be fully explained or rationalized. I fell in love with a man. His name? Jesus! You don't believe me? Well, have I got a story for you? Sit back and listen as I tell you a story of how I fell in love with a man, a woman, George Michael. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away, 'cause I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too. Jason is my school playmate. We're both boys of 14. He has huge ears and a huge enthusiasm for learning. We're both boys of 14, finding out about the male form, experimenting with each other in the garage, in the cornfield, in the woods, just about anywhere really. We both also fall in love with George Michael. It's a bit of an obsession really. We don't just learn his songs, we end up singing like him as well. That's undressing. That's until, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. It's been fun, but I've got a girlfriend now, you see. It just doesn't feel right. But we can still be friends though, yeah? Yeah, of course. I may not have a girlfriend, but I do have Jesus and George Michael, my boyfriend, in my dreams, and my second salvation. I've recently been confirmed alongside my nan and with this affirmation of faith, and now part of a community for the first time. As we all know, church is a place of order. It's my sanctuary from the chaos, where I hope to find belonging. A place of deepening my knowledge of God and his unconditional love. But I still feel fundamentally flawed. You see, Vicar, I know that I must resist the devil. I'm feeling so conflicted and confused. I know the scriptures are telling me that I should only love a girl, but my thoughts and feelings are towards boys. I don't know what else to do. You must resist the temptations of the flesh. Banish these thoughts from your mind. God has ordained a man and a woman to be together as one. First Adam was created, then Eve from his rib. This is the sanctity of love and marriage, the only way. Do you understand? I think so. I will pray for you. I dreamt of being more than I am. Maybe a prayer has been answered in Rose. A chubby blonde girl. Not particularly attractive, but there's something about her. I think it's a warmth of spirit. A kindness in your eyes. I guess you heard me cry. You smiled at me like Jesus to a child. I'm blessed, I know, heaven sent and heaven stole. You smiled at me like Jesus to a child. I saw you singing in the band and thought you sang beautifully. A few of us are going to a Martin Joseph concert on Saturday. Would love for you to come along. Yeah, that'd be great, thanks. We talk a lot in the car on the way there and on the way back, or at least Rose does, while I talk in my usual disjointed, nervous way. I can see that she likes me though, and I like her. If I'm honest, I like the attention. I need to compare notes. I see what Jason thinks. I enjoy kissing her. It just feels weird touching her breasts. They're all soft and squidgy. I want to squeeze them like bicycle horns. Rose doesn't like that very much. I don't know, something just doesn't feel right. I mean, for one thing, she doesn't have a willy. I just got to stick at it, right? It's fine, mate. It's absolutely fine. Now, yeah, it's going to feel a bit weird at first, but you're going to be fine. Believe me. Did you hear that Kathy Young's with George Michael now? I did. Good on him. You know, I always thought he was a gaylord, to be honest. Yeah. Right. I'm trying so hard to fit the mould of what being a person of faith is. I want so desperately to give Rose a chance. This is what's right in the eyes of God, in the eyes of church, in the eyes of society, to be with Rose, but something still doesn't feel right. I thought if I covered myself in honey, it might turn you on. What's wrong? Don't you find me attractive? Oh, come on, lick it all off. I really don't want to. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh, it's all sticky! It's not that I don't find you attractive, it's just not my sort of thing. I don't think it's right either as Christians to be doing this. I think we need to take a step back. I thought it was time I went to my nan for relationship advice. Nan, how was your relationship with Grandad? Did it feel right? Yes, it always felt right from the start. We were always happy together. What's the secret of a good relationship? Always listen to each other. And as the Bible says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. My nan's a mother I never had. She loves me unconditionally. And every time I'm near her, I feel safe. I'm being wrapped in a huge blanket, warm and secure. The 2 weeks I spend at my nan's flat every summer is the only time I feel truly safe. It's so nice to see you and Rose getting on so well. Is everything okay though? Yeah, it's good, it's just... No, it's fine, really, it's fine. You know I love you whatever you do, don't you? Yeah, of course. Rose is intuitive, she senses something's wrong, that I'm denying my true self. Arguments that start small, like a volcano puffing out toxic fumes, eventually spew out red-hot lava onto the fertile land below, destroying trust, covering lies, and burning the love that was growing, and forming a hard exterior that's impossible to penetrate, and a frustrated soul that I am no longer willing to penetrate. My frustration slowly turns to despair. Oh God, I know these unnatural thoughts about young men are sending me straight to hell. I have prayed to you so much to take these thoughts and feelings away from me. Why am I still feeling these things? Only you know how much the physical abuse from my stepmother has left me feeling utterly broken. I've tried so hard to love everyone, Lord. I can't be with Rose. How could I be with Rose? If I'm with her, then I'm living a lie. Why won't you help me? No, it's breaking your rules, taking my life just like my mother did. What else is there if I can't be what you want me to be? I'm growing tired, and time stands still before me. frozen here on the ladder of my life. Too late to save myself from falling. I took a chance and changed your way of life, but you misread my meaning when I met you. Close the door and let me blinded by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Losing everything is like the sun going down. The thing about taking paracetamol to kill yourself is that if it doesn't kill you, it can still do irreparable damage to your liver and kill you anyway, even though you may have changed your mind. I'm found in a state of delirium and taken to hospital where my stomach is pumped, and the next morning I'm assessed by a psychiatric nurse before release. I'm not ready to accept my sexuality yet. It's not fair to hold on to words. Too much pain has already happened between us. So I tell her, it's just not working. It's me, not you. With Rose gone, I'm feeling more disillusioned than ever. I move accommodation! You know, alcohol and marijuana can really help to dull the senses. Life is simpler without church, fewer rules. The sun shines on the righteous and the unrighteous, right? Why am I tying myself up in knots? I mean, does God even exist? I need to figure things out. I'm living with Oscar, like Jack Whitehall, but fit. My landlady, Linda, is transsexual. She is a carpenter with a huge heart and huge hands. Meeting her in the kitchen late at night, I find her bloodied come home from the local rough pub. Are you okay, Linda? Oh, I'm fine, darling. You should see the other guy. I may be trans, but if they think that they can bully me, they've got another thing coming. There's something maternal about Linda. We talk openly with each other. I feel so at ease that I come out to her. Linda, I think I might be gay. Oh, no shit, darling. You love George Michael and you're constantly drooling over Oscar. Is it really that obvious? To everyone but you, I think, darling. Why don't you and Oscar get together? You'd make a lovely couple. I would really love to, Linda. I really would, but I'm pretty sure that he's straight. And besides, I don't think that he would. He's great, though. He's got this thing where he tapes words to the wall every day to memorize. Words like disgorge, masticate, misanthropic. Oh, he can get his tongue around things like a thesaurus. I only wish he'd get his tongue around mine. Oh, why can't he be gay? It's so unfair. With the dawn of this new era, I'm ready to not take care of myself. and fall headlong into a life of hedonism and debauchery. Okay, Neil, this is it then, yeah? We'll take our very first ecstasy pill together. On 3, yeah? 1, 2, 3. This one's called a white dove. It's pure MDMA. First of all, my fingers start tingling, and then I'm high as a kite in a place where absolutely nothing matters at all. Everything, complete perfection. Lights like stars in the sky. Swooping lights of this dingy little nightclub like an aurora borealis. The music is louder and clearer. There's repetitive rhythms going around and around in my head. Oh my, it's amazing. I'm like if I need him up on speed. My legs swooping in erratic movements. Techno! And then, when I stop dancing, I just want to hang out. I love you. You're amazing. Oh, give me a hug. I love you. And then I'm talking. Oh my goodness, I'm talking so deep, so fast, so profound. And then the high eventually becomes a low level buzz. Smoking a bomb completely incapacitates me. Not an unusual time you would think for my nan to arrive. 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning. But this is no ordinary morning. Oscar and I are high on speed. I think I see my nan coming. Hello, boys. Anyone there? Anyone there? Shit! It is my nan! What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, hello, boys. I brought round some food just to make sure you're eating properly. Thanks, Nan. I'm looking at Oscar like a rabbit in the headlights. He's looking back at me the same, but here we are, my Nan having no idea about any of my drug taking, and the three of us sitting down having a lovely cup of tea. Well, I'm trying desperately not to grind my teeth and show that I'm high as a kite. To my great relief, as my Nan leaves, she says, I've never seen you so happy and chatty. But Oscar is a lovely boy. Linda's lovely too, although she does have a very strong handshake. If only she knew how desperate I was feeling, how lonely, confused. After trying harrowing twice, I sensed that he was thinking of me. No, not Oscar. Jesus. Even then he was in my thoughts, guiding me away from impending danger and not succumbing like others have. I dreamt of being more than I am. As is always the case, on a Sunday morning, I've read The Independent in the lounge and sit down to lunch with Linda. I think I'd want to go out and explore myself more. I need to find some like-minded men. I feel like I'm the only gay there is. Well, there is a place nearby that does a gay night. Why don't you go and try it out and see how you feel? I head into a 2-floor venue. My first thought, wow, there are men everywhere. I have never seen so many men in one place before. there are 3 men dancing on poles with just pants on. I'm there in my Dotty Posse hat, jeans, trainers, and spliff t-shirt. I convinced my dad was a designer label. The other lads my age are in really sparkly tops or see-through vests or designer shirts with really tight jeans or skinny shorts. They're dancing on the dance floor. All got out by other lads who come and dance with them. While I'm on the side, just trying to look cool, and then realising I'm surrounded by a load of old men who look like dads watching a football match. But then I'm approached by this rather attractive, straight-acting blonde man. Hi, my name's Peter. Not seen you in here before? No, this is my first time. Can I buy you a drink? Yeah? Nice, thanks. It does. He gets me a drink and we end up talking for a while and then we end up kissing and then invites me back to his place. He is so fit. We end up kissing for a while and then we end up naked. His skin is so soft. The hair on his legs and buttocks are all soft and furry. The soft, sensuous touch of his hands are like something I have never felt before. I end up going down on him, and then he ends. And later, my head is spinning, full of fresh feelings I have never felt before in my life. There's this place I went to in the 90s. It was called the Exchange in Bournemouth. They had a novel idea. They had booths with tables with phones on, where you could phone someone up and talk dirty. I hooked up with someone once, but like all hookups, it's an idea that didn't last that long. But it is also where I meet my boyfriend. Hi, my name's Hayden. Nice dance mix. Love the Exchange, always great music, right? Come on, come back to the dance floor. Dance with me. I am immediately taken by his strawberry blonde hair and smooth lithe frame, which is literally glistening with sweat. But getting him back to mine was a revelation. Wow. That is huge. It's like a conger eel. You're gonna have to be really careful with that, if you know what I mean. I fall head over heels with my strawberry dream, living between my mezzanine flat and his scabies-infested accommodation. It hasn't been long before the cracks begin to show. I don't think you're showing you love me enough. Don't you want me anymore? What have I done wrong? You haven't done anything wrong. Of course I love you. It's just you want to hold my hand all the time. It's like you're worried I'm going to leave you. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. Good, because I don't know what I'd do if you left me. Are we going out clubbing again tonight? I thought we might stay in. Just the two of us for a change. You're always trying to stop me going out and having fun. What's the problem? Is it because I have more friends than you? No, of course not. I just don't want to go out clubbing every night, that's all. I can make us a nice meal. We can just chill out together. It'd be nice. You do what you want. I'm going out. Sitting on that big and boring fat ass of yours. To be honest, I really don't know what the big deal is. And I definitely don't have a big or a fat ass. in my nan's flat. I'm feeling emotionally battered. I need to talk to someone who really knows me. The real me. But she doesn't know everything about me. Not yet. Are you eating enough? Always the same question. Yes, Nan, like a horse. So of course she piles my plate up even higher. I dig into a ginormous roast and I'm just eating a homemade sherry trifle, which is literally swimming in sherry as I pluck up the courage. Nan, I don't know how else to say this, but I'm gay. Oh, really, dear? I thought you might be. You don't have a problem with it? No, of course, dear. As long as you're happy, that's all that's ever mattered to me. And I am so relieved. I was so worried telling you. I love you, whatever. You know that. She smiles and gives me a ginormous hug. You know, I miss seeing you at church. I miss hearing you sing. You know how much you used to love to sing at church. Come with me on Sunday. Maybe another time, Hannah. I'm just not in the right place right now. I don't have the courage to tell her that I don't have a faith in. I do have a secret pleasure, though. Songs of praise on a Sunday. I don't care about the spiritual stuff, but I do like some of the songs. Some of those old hymns are right bangers. I may not want to sing in church, but I do enjoy singing in Asda. How are you today? Lovely to see you. I'm known as the singing checkout operator. People either gravitate towards my tail or avoid it like the plague. It's my way of getting through the day. Makes me feel good. Singing has a way of doing that. I like how it puts a smile on not just the customers' faces, but also the checkout operators around me. It's also a great cure for boredom. Beep, beep, beep. Neil, have you got a code for a melon? 6124. One of the dozens of fruit and veg codes I have kept to my head. As a runner, I'm going up and down the aisles finding codes for the checkout operators. Neil, there's no code on these knickers. Can you find one, please? But at least I don't have to clear up the mess of the man who emptied his colostomy bag all over the floor because he didn't get his way in the pharmacy section. I dreamt of being more than I am. Meeting Linda in Asda, I find her very much changed. She hasn't been herself for a while now, but that was a marked difference. She wears a scarf around her neck, but it doesn't completely cover the hole that's there. She has throat cancer. She talks almost in a whisper. Did you hear George Michael came out? Yes, I did. It's so good that he's finally starting to be his true self. Came out to my nan recently too. She knew already. I was more surprised than she was. So good to know that she doesn't care though. Have you got a boyfriend yet? I have. His name's Hayden. Can be a bit domineering at times, but I love him.
Oh, that's wonderful. I always wanted you to be with someone. Just be careful not to let him have all his own way and keep something back for yourself.
I will. Thanks. And look after yourself. The rows with Hayden have increased. It's when the physical abuse starts. But I have a master plan. I'm I'm leaving in a couple of weeks. I'm starting as an entertainer at a holiday camp. It means I'm going to have to move away. It's not far. It just means that I won't be able to see you as often. What do you mean you're going away? No, you're not. You're trying to get away from me. No, of course not. I really have to try this out. You're not going anywhere. You don't deserve this job anyway. They can find someone better than you. I mean, look at you. You're rubbish. I know, I'm rubbish. I just really need this. Please just let me give it a go. You're not going anywhere. Sometimes a good push to the floor is all it takes to alter a life. Ah! I think I broke my ankle. Good. You deserve it. When you were just a stranger, and I was at your feet, I didn't feel the danger. Now I feel the heat. That look in your eyes, telling me no. So you think that you love me? No, that you love me. I know it's wrong. I wrote the song. Just let me go. Maybe he's right. I am rubbish. I don't deserve that job. I probably would have left it in a couple of weeks anyway, or got the sack. Why do I try to convince myself that I'm worthy of anything more than I already have? Why do I think I'm worthy of anyone better than Abe? I mean, look at me. I'm nothing special. I'm not even that good looking. I need to stop winding him up. It's my fault that he loses his temper like this. I just need to show him that I love him more. That's it. I just need to show him more love. At the end of the day, you get what you deserve. How dare you! Dare you look at him? What, you want him, do you? You think he wants you, do you? How dare you look at him? You're only smart, so they do it. Besides, on more than one occasion, I've come home at 5 in the morning. I woke at 5 in the morning to find that you're not there, and I can't help feeling that that's strange. I know that you've been sleeping around, so I don't see what the big deal is. This isn't about me, it's about you and your wandering eyes. So it's all right for you to sleep around, but I can't even look at it. Is that it? You little shit! I feel his hand go around my throat. And it's tightening and tightening, and I'm gasping for breath. I give a punch back and run. I am running so fast I have never been so scared. But he's faster than me, and he catches me up just outside a hotel where I see the doorman. I tried to explain what's happened. He tried to strangle me. I didn't do anything. Didn't touch him. It's just an argument, that's all. The doorman keeps him at bay, and I am running for my life. I have never run so fast in my entire life. I'm not looking behind for fear that he's there, and I keep on running until I can run no more. My body is aching. I'm sweating from nervous exhaustion, and I see a bush underneath a tree where I cower until the morning, quietly sobbing until the sun rises. And as I sit there, I think back to the conversation with my nan, and her relationship with Grams. This one I find myself in is nothing like it. Never really loved each other. It never truly felt right. Something drastic has to change. Now, baby, I just want you to know the clouds are closing in, and I will not accept this as a part of my life. I will not live in fear of what may be, and the lessons that I've learned, I would rather be alone than watch you spinning that wheel for me. I was in desperate need of a fresh start. I needed to start finding myself, my true potential. So, you know, I'm studying for a national diploma in drama now. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm really growing, as a person and as a performer too. You know, I dyed my hair because I was worried about being older than the other students. After a month, grey started to come through. This girl Felicity got the truth out of me, and she shouted out in the library of all places, "Listen everyone, Neil's 30! It was so embarrassing. I mean, even bothered though nobody cared. Oh, that's lovely. It's so good to see that you're so happy. Thanks. We're rehearsing our first play at the moment. It's called The Castle of Perseverance. It's a morality play. I'm playing mankind. I know this is a really weird request, but could you make me something like a giant nappy? One of those fetishes I just never got into. I've got to be born into the world in it, you see. It's either that or I'm naked. The lecturers won't allow that. Of course it is. It's like a very strange play. It is a bit. It's got me thinking about my life. No, it's not just this play. I see how much God means to you. I miss Jesus. I think it's time for the prodigal son to return. And I am ready to not just go to any church, but the same church that my nan attends, where I get baptized. It's always all or nothing with me. I'm back up front singing in the band. I'm on mission in Brazil. I'm back in the arms of a saviour. But not man. My faith in men and human relationships has been seriously dented. I find myself in my second year of college, waiting to go into a lecture with my classmates, and somehow an argument erupts between me and a gay lad from the year below. You're not gay. Sorry, what did you say? I said, you're not gay. I am. Go on, walk over there. I'll tell you if you're gay or not. No, you're not gay. Well, that was it. The gloves were on and I was ready to give him the boxing match that he wanted. All right, boys, let's keep it clean. Round one. Ding, ding. I knew I was gay before I was 9. I was gay before you were born. I bet you have a really small penis. You're so fat, I'm surprised you can even find it. All right, boys, I say keep it clean. Round 3. Ding, ding. I bet your mum doesn't know. My mum's dead. Ding, 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 ding. It's a knockout. You played the dead man card. Well, that really was the end of the matter, giving him the sucker punch that he deserved. Moving to London has been one of the best, but also one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. Studying drama at Middlesex University was the initial reason for the move, and I've tried to make a life as a performer ever since. How are things going? Are you getting plenty of work? To be honest, Nan, I'm finding it tough. I'm having plenty of auditions and some recalls, but I don't seem to be getting much work. It's at times like this, and I'm glad I've got a faith. I find that gives me some peace at least, even if I don't have much money. I did have an answer to prayer, though. I auditioned to get into this gospel group, and it means I'll be singing with the leader in a small band in and around London. They all seem really nice. Do they know you're gay yet? Not yet. Now, Neil, you know I think you have a great voice, but I'm really not comfortable with you telling anyone about your being gay. I'm more than happy for you to remain part of this group as long as you promise to remain single and celibate, and you promise me that you won't mention anything remotely about that sort of stuff. You know, I love driving, the freedom of it. I would have rather a bad crash while I was driving to a gospel event. Another car going straight into the side of me at a crossroads, completely writing it off. George Michael, much more classy, he crashed into Snappy Snaps. Now that was a photo. I would drive around a lot to the gospel events. Well, of course, that was before the crash, and also before I was driven out of the band itself, like a demon possessed. I'm waiting for a phone call from the car insurance company, and instead a phone call comes through from the gospel leader. Hi, how you doing? Oh, you sound serious. Is everything okay? Yeah, that's right. I did tell them that I'm gay, but I mean, it's been over 2 years now. I didn't make a big deal about it. It just came up naturally in conversation, that's all. I'm sorry? So, because they know I'm gay, it's not appropriate for me to be part of the band anymore. I don't see how that makes me any less a Christian or any less able to serve. Let me get this straight. One of the members thinks he might be gay now. He's doubting his sexuality, and that's my fault. Are you kidding me? I don't want to be part of the band anymore. Yeah. Goodbye. And with that, another door is slammed in my face. And I wonder whether I'm worthy of the love that I so desperately need, especially God's. My nan gave me a shock when she was last in hospital. I thought I was saying goodbye for the last time. Even the doctors thought she was a goner. She was back home in her first floor flat. She's turned 99. I'm sat back at her bedside. The harsh white lights and clinical white walls do nothing for her pallid, paper-like skin. There's a large bruise on her arm where the fluids are pumped in, and where they've struggled to find a vein. I want you to sing at my funeral. I want you to sing. Make me a channel of your peace. I don't know if I can. I do not feel worthy of this honor. Even the gospel group have thrown me out for being gay. I don't even know if God loves me anymore. Don't ever doubt God's love for you. He will always love you. So will I. Who cares what those stupid people think? Just remember, you will always be enough. Please say you'll sing at my funeral. Of course. I'm sorry. How could I be so selfish? Of course I will. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. Where there is doubt, true faith in you. O Spirit, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, and be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. There is darkness, only light, and where there's sadness, only joy. I've not cried once since hearing my nan died. It was only as the gates of the crematorium opened that the floodgates opened. The ensuing grief is deep, and I find it hard to cope for a while. With the death of a loved one comes reflection, and sometimes revelation. Things are beginning to make more sense now. I see the cyclical nature of abuse. I see how lack of confidence and denial led me to belittle myself and get sucked into the lies that have infected my thoughts and feelings about myself and God. I thought that rejection from people meant rejection from God, but now I see these are two completely different things. This is the beginning of a new life, a new discovery of myself. I know. Sorry I've not been here for a while. Things are going well though. The walking tours have taken off. Just written my 6th cabaret. A couple of George Michael songs in there. I know you'd have loved that. You were always there for me. And you always believed in me. I think I'm beginning to believe in you too. Don't care what some churches think anymore. I founding, affirming LGBT plus church. You know, I'm loved by them, who I am and what I am, and more importantly, by God. The passing of George Michael was a sad loss of a great talent gone too soon. You know, I always loved George Michael. He died the same year as my nan. I think as he got older, he began to find himself, and I think I'm beginning to do the same. But now I realise that it's not just faith in God that matters. It's faith in yourself. It's faith in your abilities. It's confidence in your own skin. Like my nan, George Michael was a bright star. No, a supernova that continues to shine as it touches the lives of many with joy and laughter and music. Lives changed forever. Before this river becomes an ocean, before I throw my heart back on the floor, oh baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I'll wait for something more, 'cause I gotta have faith. Oh, I gotta have faith, 'cause I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.